Today on Who is That Saint? We meet the man who's been called the most honest lawyer in history. He's the patron saint of attorneys, judges and canon lawyers. And yes, he earned it. His name is Saint Ivo of Kermartin, and he proved that justice, mercy and holiness don't just belong in the confessional. They belong in the courtroom too. Born in 1253 in Brittany, France, Ivo came from noble roots, but not the kind of nobility that seeks power. His family was devout, disciplined, and determined to give him a solid education. As a young man, Ivo studied in Paris and Orleans, mastering theology, philosophy, civil law and canon law, both the laws of the church and the state. But unlike many of his peers, he didn't chase a legal career for the prestige. He saw law as a path to serve truth and protect the weak. He was ordained a priest at 33 and served as both a judge and a parish pastor, a combination that gave him authority in both spiritual and civil matters. And he used it fearlessly. In court, Ivo was legendary for his incorruptibility. He refused bribes. He ignored rank. He ruled fairly even when it angered the powerful. He often served as legal counsel to the poor, free of charge. Widows, orphans, peasants, he made time for them all. He'd even mediate disputes before they made it to court, hoping to bring peace before punishment. He was so effective and fair, people started calling him advocate of the poor. Ivo saw his legal work as a spiritual calling. He believed every case was an opportunity to protect truth and lift up the vulnerable. At the same time, he served as a parish priest in Tregear, where he lived in voluntary poverty, practiced fasting and cared personally for the sick. He combined the sharpest mind in Brittany with a heart for the suffering. And people noticed. But not everyone liked him. He was known to rule against corrupt nobles and crooked officials. He wouldn't bend under pressure. And some tried to smear him, mock him, even bring false charges. One story goes that two men brought a case against each other, each insisting the other owed him money. Ivo listened. Then he ruled, "Let the man who holds the money return it. The one who receives it should give it to the other." The men looked at each other, realizing they were both lying and neither had any money to give. The case collapsed and Ivo had exposed the fraud with nothing but logic and peace. He also stood against the church's own corruptions when needed. He didn't confuse loyalty with silence. He was a friend to justice first, not just the institution. Ivo died on May 19, 1303 at just 50 years old. The people of Tregear immediately venerated him as a saint. His tomb became a pilgrimage site, and just 24 years after his death, he was canonized by Pope Clement XI. His canonization decree called him a man of peace, a protector of the poor and a light to the legal profession. Today he's still invoked by lawyers, advocates and anyone caught in unjust legal systems. And in a world full of crooked courts and shady lawyers, Saint Ivo is a reminder that justice can still wear a halo. Saint Ivo of Kermartin wasn't holy in spite of his profession. He was holy through it. He didn't run from the courtroom, he transformed it. He didn't just speak truth, he made it visible. And he didn't take sides, he took the cross. If you work in law, politics or any place where the truth feels up for grabs, Ivo is your guy. He reminds us that virtue has a spine. That it's possible to be both merciful and just. And that sometimes, the most powerful witness you can give is simply to refuse to be bought. Quote of the day: "A lawyer who does not fear God is a wolf instead of a shepherd." Saint Ivo of Kermartin.